Hello, this is a video about the BMW 5 Series E39, manufactured from 1995 to 2004, and it's about the repair of the rear windows, the mechanism that winds it up and down, which is called the regulator. There's a design fault on these mechanisms, which I'll show you what the problem is later on. But what will happen is you go to use the window and it'll go clonk, 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 clonk. Immediately stop using it, because if you carry on you'll do more damage to the regulator, and we might be able to repair it. This car's got the problem, and you can see, look here, I can move the window up and down manually. Oh, and you can see me there, hello. And we've managed to locate a kit that allows you to repair both windows, including postage, for just £10. The mechanism, if you buy it from BMW as of July 2008, is £199 just for the mechanism. That does not include fitting. You can also use this video if you do want to fit a mechanism, and later on we've got a way round it if you have to replace the mechanism itself. If you hear a lot of clonking while we're doing this, well, it's these old master and slave clocks over here clonking away. Okay, shall we have a go at repairing it? This is the kit: an Allen key to do the screws up, a drill, and 2 fixing plates, enough to do 2 doors, i.e. left and right. You can get more written details and ordering information at www.bmwrepairkit.com. First thing is to take that little rubber bung out, and there's a screw underneath, and remove that from the handle. Here it is, and now we've taken it out, taken the screw out, and you can see this is now all loose. The next thing we have to do is to remove the door panel. In order to do this, I've made up a little tool. Well, it's just a piece of wood here, where I cut a piece off of it, and what we're going to do is we're going to place it in here and pull back until the studs pop. The reason I've made it of wood is to stop damaging the paintwork. Let's see if I can do one. There we go. You can see they're just plastic studs. You've got to be careful. There's one about every 6 inches. Here we are. We've got the way you can see there's the little studs that hold them in the hole. Yeah, so we've got most of it away. Hopefully you can see it. Now we're going to push the door handle, twist it and push it through the gap, just like that. Now we've got this far, the next thing is to actually remove the complete door itself. Now this is quite tricky. You can see I've just got the door handle off here, and it's these clips along the top. You have to use a bit of force to lift the door up and out, and these clips will suddenly give and let you have the door. Be careful, because you can see we've got the 2 wires. We've got the wire going down to the courtesy light, and we've also got the wire going down to the switch. So now we've got to take those off so that we can just lay the door down. Making me sweat a bit, this. That was easy. There's the door lying there. It was just a question of pulling this connector out. This one to the switch for the actual window is held in by a bit of this gunky sort of foamy stuff, so you have to pull that out. So now this is the state of the door. The next operation is to remove this inner sealant. Now be careful when you're doing this, because this is what keeps the door watertight. You can see it's stuck with sort of mastic stuff here. Yeah, so be careful and try not to tear it when you're pulling it away. Okay, here's a little tip. Well, when you're taking the inner lining off, it's a good idea not to take it completely off. Just do it, leave it like I've done here, because then when you put it back, it's already aligned and you know where it's going. Okay. There we go, I've just left the bottom bit attached and we can now see the actual regulator. That's the name given to the mechanism that winds the window up and down, the regulator. We can see we've got a bit of a problem here because this is the wire that actually pulls it up and down. The window, that is. Now we need to take this plastic part off here. I've just got my fingers underneath it here and just pulled. As you can see, it comes away fairly easily. Now we're going to remove the 3 Phillips screws. The next thing we're going to do is to free the glass from the regulator. That's held in by this here. You'll need a torque screwdriver. I've got one here, yeah, and I'm going to undo that so the glass is free to move. If you can't see the glass, you've got to get it so you can see it, obviously, and you can do that usually by manually. So if I manually move this one up and down, so you've got to get in a position where you can see it, obviously, so you can undo it. So I'm going to undo it now. That was easy. So you can now see that the glass is free and it's not attached to the regulator. This is the regulator, so the glass is free to move of its own accord. Now we've gently just lowered the glass down free, so it's right down to the bottom of the inside of the door, because we're now going to do a little bit of work on the other side. Hope you're following all this. Now I just put a little bit of trim, retake. I put a little bit of masking tape over here to protect this trim, because we're going to have this little bit out in a minute, yeah? So put a masking tape just to protect it. And there we are, we've just gently pulled the rubber guide out and we're just putting it to the side there. Hope you can see that. Now this is the centre part here, and you're only supposed to pull it up a little bit. I pulled it a bit hard and it's come completely away. So if you pull it, if you just get it coming part of the way, that'll be absolutely fine, but mine's come right out, so no sweat. In fact, that makes the job a little bit easier. Now we've made this gap here, we should be able to take the window out. So very gently pull up the glass and take it right out. I pulled up just a bit just to show you. Now the next job is to actually take the glass right out, because we've now got this gap to the right here, so that we've got space to take the window right out. This is how we can get at the mechanism itself. I've pulled the glass up a little bit to show you. I'm doing this on my own, obviously. If I had someone here, they could video whilst I was doing it, but then you'd see my ugly mush. Anyway, I'm going to take the glass right out and I'll be back with you in a moment. And that was very easy. There is the glass lying on the outside, so it just came up through here and out on the outside.